Hey guys, welcome back to my video, or this video, or whatever. Now today's video is a quite requested video by a couple of people. Now I was actually going to do my makeup collection video, however most of my makeup is at home because I have very limited space at uni, so I sadly could not bring very much with me. So instead I'm going to do what's in my makeup bag. So this is like what's in my daily makeup bag kind of thing. So yeah, let's just get into it. So this is my makeup bag. If I can lift it up, it's got a lot of stuff in it. Yeah, this is my makeup bag. It's just a Barry-M one. I got this at the clothes show in a goodie bag. It's got a lot of stuff in it, but this is just like, this isn't all my makeup I have at uni. I have tons more, but this is just my daily regular makeup kind of thing. So yeah, this is going to be in no particular order. I have different kinds of foundations in here because depending on if I have a tan or not, I need to use different foundations, things like that. So yeah, I'll just talk through each product really briefly. So first thing is this Rimmel BB cream in matte. It's in the shade light and it has SPF 15 in it. I use this if I have a tan. But by the way, when I say I have a tan, I mean I've fake tanned. I use this if I've had a tan, but I've got up in the morning, I can't really be bothered, I'm just like, ugh, I'm a bit late, and I just throw that on, and it's got quite a good coverage for BB cream. I've just put a little bit on my hand to show you guys. I don't know if you can see that, I'll rub it in. But it's got a really good coverage for BB cream, I think. Obviously you can't really tell on my hand, but yeah, it's got a light feeling, but it does, for a BB cream, like I said, I mean it's not a foundation, but it does cover quite well. So yeah, I do quite like that. I wouldn't wear it every day, but I do wear it sometimes, so it is like a regular thing I do use if I have a tan, like I said. Next thing, concealer. The box is a little bit worn. This is from Bare Minerals. This is called the Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. So it comes in a little tube. It's one of them ones. It's not like I don't know what you call them. It's not like in a lipstick format. It's more like a tube format. And it looks like this. This is more like for concealing, as in not brightening. This is more for like blemishes, things like that, which I have a lot of, so I do need a lot of help with. It is expensive, I'm not going to lie. This is more of a high-end product. It's about £22 I would say, which is expensive for concealer, but my skin really gets on with Bare Minerals makeup. Like, Bare Minerals is one of the only makeups that my skin actually really agrees with, and I have to use Bare Minerals when it's directly on my skin especially. I mean, I do prime beforehand, but well, because it's so close to my skin, I do like to use Bare Minerals, like I said. I keep saying Bare Minerals because my skin does react to a lot of different products, which is not good. So like drugstore makeup, my skin doesn't really appreciate very much, which is sad because it's a lot cheaper and I would prefer to use it. But yeah, this just is a very light one. I don't know if you can see, it's lighter than my skin, but if you just blend that in you don't notice, and then I put foundation over it. I never just go with just concealer on. I know some people do, which I would love to do, but my skin is just not good enough for that. I mean, if I'm going to wear no makeup, I'll just wear no makeup and look completely awful, which it doesn't really make any sense, but that's just what I do. This is going to be a very long video, I can tell, because I'm only into 2 products and it's taken me 4 minutes. Next thing is my new Bare Minerals foundation. This is a foundation which has just come out, and I've got it in the shade Warm Light. It is a powder foundation, which I know a lot of people find very strange, and they don't like the idea of that being their main foundation. But Bare Minerals powder foundation isn't like a normal powder. It's buildable, and it can actually be used as a main. Oh my gosh, I just realised, I never realised, I've been using this, and I only just realised now that it opens up and there's a sponge underneath. I mean, I wouldn't use the sponge, but I think it's cool that they have one, you know what I mean? Like, I only just realised that. But that also saddens me because it made me realise that the tray is a lot smaller than I thought, so I have a lot less foundation in there, which is basically tricking me. But it's still cool. It comes with a little mirror in there. Let's see if you can see me. Yeah, that's the camera. I love it when people do that because most people hide it, and I'm like, I want to see your setup. So yeah, it just comes like this. It's in a light shade because this is what I use when I don't have a tan. And it's new. I'm not sure if I prefer it to the old one or not, I'm not gonna lie. It does feel smoother on your face. Like when you have it on your face, it feels so smooth. Like I've got it on now. I feel like the other one is more buildable, and I don't know, I feel like the one lasts a bit longer, but this one does feel a lot nicer on your face. So I don't know, but I still definitely is a product I love, you know. So there's that. Then there's my Bare Minerals bronzer. I use this if I don't have a tan over the top of the foundation, which I just said. What I like to do is I just tap a bit into this bit because it's a powder bronzer, and then I put my brush into here, and then I just swizzle it around and put some on my face in the areas that need bronzer. This is in the shade Warm. Again, this is quite expensive. This is about £20, so not cheap. But I must say, even though the Bare Minerals products are not cheap, they do last me a very long time, which is good. Okay, next thing I have in my makeup bag is this primer. This is a Clinique primer. Oh my gosh, this was a sample, but I want to repurchase it so bad. Like, I mean, not repurchase because I haven't actually purchased it. This was a sample, but it's expensive, but it's so good. I also use the Bare Minerals primer, but I use that more on Nights Out. So I'm just wasting my products right now here. Basically, it comes out in kind of a moisturising kind of form. Like, you know, you can get like gel primers and and then it goes on so nicely. I love Clinique products. They all agree with my skin. I would definitely recommend Clinique. But it's just so expensive. So yeah, what can I say? Next thing I have is Natural Collection powder. Now this was a product that I used to use in like year 7. This is in the tone Warm. I used to use it in like year 7, but recently I've just got back into it. So when I've applied, I haven't showed you it yet, but when I apply like my tanned foundation, because it's a liquid foundation, I just put this over the top to like get rid of like the oily bits, and then before like doing the rest of my makeup. And it does actually work quite well, you know. Like I've forgotten how good it was, and this is really cheap actually, and my skin doesn't mind it. So yeah, good on you, Natural Collection, good on you. Next thing is this number 7 thing. I got this as a gift. It came in a set of 3. I used 2 of them. Guys, I'm so sorry. I really need to get a new memory card. My memory card ran out of space again, so to keep uploading what I filmed and then deleting it off of here and then starting again. I'm so sorry. Eventually, maybe in a couple of months. It won't happen, but I can't afford a memory card right now because I'm a student. Anyway, as I was saying, this is really nice as it's meant to be an eyeshadow, but as a little bit of a highlight. I don't actually own a highlighter. I really need to get one, but yeah, I don't have money. So this is just really nice. It's got a really lovely shimmer to it. I like to blend the lighter one. I'm going to put a swatch on my hand with the darker one. So I put the darker one and the lighter one next to each other there. I don't know if you can see the lighter one on camera, but then just like kind of blend them together. It gives like a nice like dewy glow, you know, kind of thing. And I don't put like, I put too much dark there, but I don't put too much on, but just like a little bit of shimmer. I think it's quite nice, you know. I don't do that every day, it's just some days when I'm feeling a bit, want that little bit of glow. So yeah, that's quite nice. Second thing from the number 7 thing was this. Okay, as you can see, this has been used quite a bit too. So when I have a tan, or when I'm using liquid foundation especially, I don't like to use my normal blusher, or because I've already got tan foundation, I don't want to use too much bronzer. So this one is a combination of blush and bronzer. So I just kind of swirl it around and put it on like my cheeks and just areas that need a little bit of something. And I think that is quite nice just for a little bit of, you know, something. So normally, if I'm having a really quick makeup day and I've got a tan, I'll quickly put some BB cream on, put some of this on, and I'm done, you know what I mean? Like, nice and simple. Next thing is my old Bare Minerals foundation. So this is the one that's basically run out. I have a tiny little bit left in the corners. And I love this, and they've actually discontinued it. Like, I'm very sad about it. And in fact, you actually get more foundation in this, and I just realised you're doing the new one. So I am a little bit gutted. This was also expensive, but whatever they had in this product, I don't know what it is, but it helped my skin. When I wear it, my spots go away. When I don't wear this, when I wear my tanned foundation and stuff, I get spots, or my spots don't go away. Whatever they have in it, this helps my skin. I don't know what it is. I mean, I don't wear it every day, but when I do wear it, it's good for my skin. I don't like to wear it every day because it's a powder. It takes forever to put on because you have to build it up. You can't just rub it on like a liquid. Obviously, I don't use my hands, I use a brush, but do you know what I mean? It takes forever to build up, but it is really good. And I'm so sad they discontinued it. I really did like it. So that's the last of that one that I will never be able to get again. So sad. I wish they'd warned you as well. Like, I wish when they're gonna, like, a company's, this is a bit of a rant now, but I wish when a company's gonna discontinue a product, I wish they'd like be like, this is gonna be discontinued in 3 months, stock up now. Do you know what I mean? Like, sorry, I just noticed it's a bit wonky. That's annoying me. Sorry if you've got OCD. Nope, it's not gonna stay. I'm really sorry you've got OCD and that's annoying you, because it's annoying me too. Don't have OCD, but it's still annoying me. This is my tan foundation I use. This is the foundation that, like, so many people use. It's the Rimmel Wake Me Up foundation. I have this in the shade True Ivory. Now, that isn't actually my shade, but it's my shade when I'm tanned. Now, I have mixed feelings on this. I'm not gonna lie. I heard so many good things about it, and I was like, do you know what? Everyone said it's amazing. Let me just go for it. Let me just try it out. However, my skin does not agree with this. I have extremely sorry. I have extremely sensitive skin. So my skin reacts to a lot of things. It does not like this. It likes it when it's on my face. When I take it off, I have the most amount of blemishes you could ever imagine. I moisturise and prime and do all of that first, but yet it still is, my skin is bad after I've worn this. However, I love it when it's on my skin. I think it looks so nice. Gives me a nice dewy glow, a little bit of a shimmer, but not too much so I look like I'm sparkling. It looks so good on. My skin just doesn't agree with it. I'll try and get some out, yeah. So I've got a tiny bit out. I've already swatched off on this hand, so it won't look good. It comes out like that. I mean, no, this is quite a dark shade, and I've got way too much out for a swatch. Oh my god, I've literally covered my whole palm in this foundation. Amateur. But yeah, that's what it looks like on, I think it's quite good coverage. However, most people say a little goes a long way. However, I've used so much of this already and I really haven't worn it that much. So I feel like the bottle it's in is a bit annoying, because even though it looks lovely, I mean, I love the glass bottle. Even though it looks lovely, I mean, it's like, I don't know, I feel like with a tube, like say like this, I know this isn't a foundation, you can squeeze so much out of it. When it's in a glass bottle, it's really hard to get out, like the last bits, do you know what I mean? So, I don't know, I'm a bit like mixed on this one. I do love what it creates on my skin when I wear it. I'm not wearing it now, but when I do. But my skin just does not agree with it, so I'm a bit like love-hate with this kind of product, but yeah, I still use it, so must be doing something right. Okay, next thing I have in my makeup bag is my Lancome mascara. Oh, this is called Dull Eyes, I believe. Yeah, Dull Eye. Why am I saying dull, not dull? Dull eyes. Dull. I don't know why I can't say that word. Now this is starting to run out, so I've actually started a new mascara, but I do have it in my bag just for like when I want an extra different kind of mascara, I guess. Mascara was so good, but it's just, I've used it up and it's so expensive to replace. But I just can't face taking it out of my makeup bag because I do love it. So there's that. The mascara I'm using at the moment is surprisingly actually, oh no, it is in my makeup bag, as you can see it. Is the Clinique one. This was actually a sample, I believe, but it's really good. I love Clinique products so much, as I've already said. This is what it looks like. It's the Clinique High Impact Mascara. And yeah, that's also very nice. I like that too. I feel like I find it hard to judge mascaras because I have such long lashes. And I don't mean that in a boastful way, like I just have naturally long lashes. I don't have voluminous lashes, I wish I did. But so I don't actually know if mascara is lengthening as such because my lashes are already long, whereas I find if you don't have long lashes, I guess it would be easier for you to judge if it's actually lengthening your lashes, if any of that makes sense. So yeah. Next product I have in my makeup bag is the Model's Own High Define Pro Liner. I love this. I'm wearing it now, but I am really rubbish at doing my eyeliner, so I wouldn't judge it on that. It comes out, it looks like this, and it comes out so nice on your hand. It's really thin, so it's easy to apply. However, it takes so long to dry, so I don't wear it every day because it just annoys me how long it takes to dry. I do want to get a new one just because I love this, but I cannot deal with how long it takes to dry. So if you've got any recommendations, I used to use this one, it's a liquid one as well, from Collection. I bought it originally because it was like the Little Mix collection, and I'm a bit of a fan of Little Mix. I say a bit, I really like them. I kind of want a felt tip one. I used to have the Barry felt tip one, but the pen was huge on it, like the nib was so big. So I want to like a small nib, a felt tip. So if you have any recommendations that are like that, let me know below in the comments. Next thing is this Clinique little duo palette. Now this has Strawberry Fudge, Bashful Blush, and oh no, it's called the Strawberry Fudge Duo. Oh, I literally just got that everywhere. It's very well used, so it's a bit dirty as you can see. Sorry about that. So this is the blush which I use on a day-to-day basis. I used to use Bare Minerals blush, but I ran out, and then I got this free because I buy a lot of Clinique skincare, so I often spend a lot of time and then I end up getting samples. So yeah, I use this blush every day. This is actually an eyeshadow, but I use this just at the top of my blush just for a little bit of shimmer, and I don't really use this, but I think it would be nice blended with some browns in an eyeshadow look, but I feel like browns don't really suit me, but if browns suit you, I think that'd be cute. Now this is the eyeshadow I use every day. I don't do an eye look every day. I like to put this eyeshadow on every day because it's basically just a tiny bit lighter than my skin tone, and it just makes my eyes look more awake. And I always wear my glasses, so when I wear my glasses I don't always do eye makeup. If I put this on, it just makes my eyes look more, I'm awake, like not so tired. So I know that's quite a year 7 thing to do, like put a lighter eyeshadow on, but I don't do it like you would do in year 7. So yeah, that's quite nice. I showed this because I just have this in my makeup bag, but I do have eye shadow brushes, but this is just like a quick, you know, like I just have it in my makeup bag kind of thing. I then have this thing which is empty, which I'm so sad I need to repurchase. This is from the Body Shop. There's a sparkle rollable roll-on glitter, I guess. So you just put it on your hand, like, well, not on your hand, I'm just putting it on my hand, you just put it on your face. And I don't know if you can see, oh my god guys, how annoying is this? I'm literally the worst YouTuber. I'm not even a YouTuber, well, I don't know, am I classed as a YouTuber because I make videos? But whatever. My memory card ran out again. I'm so sorry. But I've only got a few things left, so I'm just going to get on with it quickly. So the next thing I have in my makeup bag is this Body Shop glitter eyeliner. This is kind of run out, so I kind of need to buy a new one. I like this just for nights out. It does kind of hurt my eyes when I first put it on, but like once it's dried it's fine. But yeah, it's quite nice, you know, just for a little bit of shimmer, you know, to spark things up a bit. I then have this white eyeliner from Model's Own. I think some people are very confused about white eyeliners. I like to just put it under my eye, like you know, like along here, just to brighten up my eyes. I don't have it on today, but you know, like say if I was going for a more, you know, like done up makeup look. It does need sharpening quite a bit, I would say, because it does take the colour of your foundation because it's white. But as white eye pencils go, this Model's Own one is good. It has a sharpener on the end, which is pretty cool, of the lid, and then it has like a little eraser sponge on the other end, which also comes with a lid, but I've lost it. So yeah, I then have this Bare Minerals primer, which is just a test, which I haven't tried yet, but I'm sure it'll be amazing because it's from Bare Minerals and I love Bare Minerals. I then have some scissors in my bag, my makeup bag, because you know they just come in handy for little bits and pieces. I have some nail clippers, which also just come in handy too. I have a makeup sharpener. This isn't a general sharpener, this is actually a makeup sharpener, so it comes with all different sizes for like different eyeliners and stuff, which comes in very handy. It's very dirty, so I think I need to give it a wash. And then I have my very well used, which I need to get another one of, which I have another one of at home but I didn't bring it with me, black eye pencil from Model Zone. I've had better, but it does the job, so yeah, I mean, it's okay, yeah, I like it for a daily use. It's good. So that is all in my daily makeup bag that I have. It's quite a lot in there for a daily makeup bag. I have tons of makeup with me at uni, so if you want me to do like a lipstick collection, I can show you that. Obviously it's only half the size of what I have at home because I couldn't bring everything with me, but if you do want to see more things like this, just let me know. Just let me know what you want to see, because otherwise then I know what you guys want to see. I don't want to make random videos. Obviously I'll only make videos that I want to do, but if you give me suggestions I'll know what you guys want to see as well. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Sorry about the bad like memory card issues and all of that, and like my waffling on. Hopefully, like I said, I'll get more into the swing of things. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys soon, hopefully. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to my video, or this video, or whatever. Now today's video is a quite requested video by a couple of people. Now I was actually going to do my makeup collection video, however most of my makeup is at home because I have very limited space at uni, so I sadly could not bring very much with me. So instead I'm going to do what's in my makeup bag. So this is like what's in my daily makeup bag kind of thing. So yeah, let's just get into it. So this is my makeup bag. If I can lift it up, it's got a lot of stuff in it. Yeah, this is my makeup bag. It's just a Barry one. I got this at the clothes show. In a goodie bag. It's got a lot of stuff in it, close to my skin. I do like to use Bare Minerals, like I said. I keep saying Bare Minerals because my skin does react to a lot of different products, which is not good. So like drugstore makeup, my skin doesn't really appreciate very much, which is sad because it's a lot cheaper and I would prefer to use it. But yeah, this just is a very light one. I don't know if you can see, it's lighter than my skin, but if you just blend that in you don't notice, and then I put foundation over it. I never just go with just concealer on. I know some people do, which I would love to do, but my skin is just not good enough for that. I mean, if I'm gonna wear no makeup, I'll just wear no makeup and look completely awful, which it doesn't really make any sense, but that's just what I do. This is just like, this isn't all my makeup I have at uni. I have tons more, but this is just my daily regular makeup kind of thing. So yeah, this is going to be in no particular order. I have different kinds of foundations in here because depending on if I have a tan or not, I need to use different foundations, things like that. So yeah, I'll just talk through each product really briefly. So first thing is this Rimmel BB cream in matte. It's in the shade light and it has SPF 15 in it. I use this if I have a tan, but by the way, when I say I have a tan, I mean I've fake tanned. I use this if I've had a tan, but I've got up in the morning, I can't really be bothered, I'm just like, ugh, I'm a bit late, and I just throw that on, and it's one of them ones. It's not like I don't know what you call them. It's not like in a lipstick format, it's more like a tube format, and it looks like this. This is more like for concealing, as in not brightening. This is more for like blemishes, things like that, which I have a lot of, so I do need a lot of help with. It is expensive, I'm not gonna lie. This is more of a high-end product. It's about £22 I would say, which is expensive for a concealer, but my skin really gets on with Bare Minerals makeup. Like, Bare Minerals is one of the only makeups that my skin actually really agrees with, and I have to use Bare Minerals when it's directly on my skin, especially. I mean, I do prime beforehand, but well, because it's got quite a good coverage for BB cream. I've just put a little bit on my hand to show you guys. I don't know if you can see that, I'll rub it in. But it's got a really good coverage for BB cream, I think. Obviously you can't really tell on my hand, but yeah, it's got a light feeling, but it does, for a BB cream, like I said, I mean it's not a foundation, but it does cover quite well. So yeah, I do quite like that. I wouldn't wear it every day, but I do wear it sometimes, so it is like a regular thing I do use if I have a tan, like I said. Next thing, concealer. The box is a little bit worn. This is from Bare Minerals. This is called the Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. So it comes in a little tube.